Good morning, dear children. Do not watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. With this quotation, we'll start our lesson today. Okay. I hope you understand what I means. I mean to tell you. You keep on studying for your exam. Okay. So that three types of style sheets are there: inline, internal, and external. So inline and internal already covered. So today about external style sheet, and that is most important. Okay. So what is this external style sheet? How we'll define and how to create it? We'll read it today. In external style, the style elements are not embedded in the page header but in an entirely separate document. You know that in inline style, inside the head element, we are using the style element. Okay. In internal, inside the head, inside the style tag, we are defining our styles, all the formatting features. But in external style sheet, a separate CSS file will be created. You will use Notepad and create a separate CSS file. That CSS file will be linked to the HTML file. Okay. In this case, the page is connected to a special CSS file. This file contains all the CSS rules. That means whatever formatting feature you want to apply to your elements, that will be present in a separate CSS file, and HTML code will be in another file, and both the file will be linked together. Okay. So for that, what we will do? The style sheet rules are contained in a separate file. Okay. The style is no longer part of the HTML page, but it is an entirely separate file. Means previously in inline and in internal, we are just writing the CSS codes in the HTML file only, and it becomes a part of our HTML document. Okay, but here the HTML file will be separate and the CSS file will be separate. Okay, CSS files usually end with the .css extension. Means when we'll save, we'll give .css extension to CSS files and .html extension to .html file. Okay, HTML files. There are no style tags. Here no style tag will be used like your internal styles. Okay, these are not needed because the style is no longer embedded in HTML, because it is not will be a part of the HTML document, so there will be no CSS style element will be used. The style document has no HTML. CSS document contains nothing but only CSS. This comes closer to the goal of separating style in the CSS document and content in the HTML document. This is now clear. From this point, one file will contain only CSS and one file will contain HTML. Both the file will be separately created and they will be linked with each other. Clear? Next is how this link tag will use actually. Okay, so the one link tag in the header head tag, inside the head tag, this tag will be used to link. Okay, the link tag is a part of the HTML page. You will write this, use a link tag in the HTML. Use a link tag in your HTML document to specify which CSS document will be used by the HTML page. Okay, the link tag only occurs in the header, nowhere else you will write inside the head tag. The tag has no visual presence. The user cannot see the link tag, only its effects. That means previously when we were writing ahref link tag, we are using that it is becoming blue color, underline. When you will take the mouse pointer, it will become hand symbol. So this type of effect will not be shown, but means it will not be visible to you. Visualize, you cannot see it, but effects you can see. Okay, the link tag is used to relate the document with another document. That is clear, because one HTML document will be there and one CSS document will be there. So when both are linked together, for that we are using this link tag. Okay, you use the link tag to describe the relationship between the documents. For that, link tag will be used. The link tag has a real attribute, REL. This REL stand real, you can tell, that is stands for a relation relationship. Okay, for now the only relationship you will use the style sheet attribute. Here relationship is a style sheet attribute. Okay, the link tag also has an href attribute. You know that anchor tag href always we are using for linking, external linking. So here href also will use, which describes the location of the other document. Okay, where the css file is there. Clear? I'll do and show you, no problem. So how we'll write, things are here. How to specify external link. To use the link tag to specify an external style sheet, follow these steps. First, define the style sheet. External style sheets are very similar to the ones you already know. Just put all the styles in a separate text document without the style tags. That means as we have created in internal style sheet, we are writing the all the styles inside the style tag. Here we will not use any style tag. Simple, we will write all the attributes or all the styles in a separate file and save it with a .css extension. Okay, use notepad and save the document with css extension. Create a link element in the HTML page head area to define the link between the HTML and CSS page. So what the head will contain? Link rel is equal to style sheet, type is equal to text slash css, href you will give my style.css, that is means any file name you will, whatever whichever file you want to attach, that file name you will give. Okay, links relationship by setting rel, that is style sheet attribute, type of style sheet text css, determine the location of the style sheet with href attribute. Okay, what are the advantage of style sheet, external style sheet? One style sheet can control many pages. Means you can link, suppose you have created a style sheet CSS file. That file can be linked to any HTML page. So one style sheet can control many pages. Generally, you have a large number of different pages in a website that all share the same general style. You can define the style sheet in one document and have all the HTML files refers to the CSS file. That means if you will go to create an website and you want the look of the website for all the web pages will be same, then you create one CSS file and link that same CSS file to all the HTML pages. Okay, global changes are easier. If you want to make any change, you make the changes at one place in the only in the CSS file and it will reflected in all the web pages. If you are using external styles, you make a change in one place and it is automatically propagated to all the pages in the system. Separation of content and design. Content in HTML file and design in CSS file. So with external CSS, all the design is housed in the CSS and the data is in the HTML. Okay, easy upgrades. Because the design parameters of the entire site are defined in one file, you can easily change the site without having to mess around with individual HTML files. Okay, so it is easy to upgrade also. Now let us do how to do this. Okay, how to do this. A simple example today I'll give. So let us open notepad. Okay, so in this notepad, let us create first a CSS file here. Suppose for body, so type body, no style tag will be used here. Already I told you. Okay, suppose here for body I want background color. Background color. Okay, give semicolon. Okay, suppose for heading H1 I want here color will be, suppose blue color, write like this. Okay, text align, give colon, sorry, colon. Suppose you can give it center here, semicolon. If you want, you can give font also. For H1 this much. For one paragraph. Okay, so paragraph create now. So color For paragraph, suppose color I will give red. Okay. Background color, for paragraph. Okay. Red color, so it is, let us make it white. Okay. For its border, if you want to give the border, you can give also. PX stands for pixel. Okay. Font size, suppose 24. Okay. So these are the formatting feature I want to apply. Okay. For body, background color. For heading, first label heading H1, color will be blue, text align will be center, and it will be in italic. For a paragraph, we will make it color red, background color white, border 3 pixel, font size 24. After dependency, here no style tag used. Simply you will write for which element you want which tag. Okay. After that, just save it. Let us, I am saving it in my desktop. Suppose my CSS file, but the extension name will be always .css. Okay, save it. Now CSS file created and saved. Okay, now open another notepad. Here we'll make an HTML file. So first you will write HTML. Okay, then head, suppose example of external style. Okay, inside you can write title. Any title you can give. Okay, now here is the important thing what we'll write. Okay, what is that important thing? You will write here link. Okay, here is equal to, so here you will write link is equal to, you will remember this one. Okay, type is equal to, it is text class CSS, like this. Then give a space, then write rel. Rel stands for here relationship is equal to, you write here style sheet. No space. Okay, then give space. Here you write href is equal to, means which CSS file will be linked to this HTML document. Okay, so already we have created a CSS file and store it. So you go to that CSS file, this CSS file, right click and bring the path first. As you are doing it in a link and any that is in image you are doing, that type you will do. Okay, so come to your HTML is equal to first path. Okay, then again you go copy and paste so that the exact thing will come. This file name you bring and see it is a CSS file. Okay, type of file .css, that must be, you must include. So this is your file name. Okay, this is your file name, then you will give here .css, then close it. This line is the important line which you will include in all the CSS files. Means say whenever you will create say, HTML want to connect, then that you must write this thing. Link, this link type is equal to, not here, then type. Okay, then relationship, then href, which document you want to link. Okay, that you must mention, then close the head tag. Okay, So we have created the style sheet where formatting features for body, first label heading, and then one paragraph we have defined. So we'll create now. So let us love body. Okay, inside the body, suppose H1. Suppose I want to write external style sheet will be my heading. Close. Here no formatting feature we are applying. All the formatting features we have stored in a separate file. Okay. So a paragraph. Okay. Inside suppose about to external style sheet will write one paragraph. Okay. Let's see. One paragraph just typing. And external, just to show you, external style sheet carries this way. You can type your paragraph. Okay, so then close paragraph tab, then we'll close body, then close HTML tag. Okay, so after that we say we'll save it. File, save. Suppose external style sheet .html. Okay, so now we'll open our HTML file, this file. Okay, so when we have see our output, this is our heading. Okay, this is our heading, external style sheet, and this is a heading, and this is first label heading H1. Then this is the paragraph where background white, color, text color is red color, and total background. Okay, you just compare it. Just I'm opening this external style sheet. This is HTML file. Just you see the style. Background color we have assigned yellow color. H1 first color blue, text align, center, font italic. Okay, color paragraph color red, background color white, border 3 pixel, font size 24. So and you see the same thing we are getting in the web page or not. Okay, you compare the web page with your whatever style you have defined. Okay, background color yellow, this is yellow color coming. H1 color blue, external style sheet H1 color blue coming. Text align center, it is present in the center of this web page. Font is italic. Okay, and for the paragraph, what we have mentioned for the paragraph, color will be red, so text color is red. Background color white, it becomes white color. Border is 3 pixels, see one box created. Okay, and then font size 24. Okay, so this way one CSS file will create, and in the HTML file you will attach. You can see the HTML file now. Okay, here it is our HTML file. No formatting feature is applied in the HTML file, nowhere, no color, nothing used. Okay, only here we have linked the CSS file. So and that formatting feature will be applied to the HTML elements. Whatever HTML, so wherever in the document you will create a, means H1 element, or you will create paragraph element, or you will create your body one, so it will be there. So it will be reflected the same formatting feature. Okay, so next class in the more examples I'll give, so that you can understand, and you can practice also. Okay, if any doubt you can ask me. Thank you all.